You are valuable just because you exist. Hey, I give you this, I expect this. How to get more from these negotiations? If you have holes in your wallet, no matter how much money I put here, will actually this money be pulled out of that box? My belly is never full. So the belly of desires is never full. If you are here, the puppet of this creation, and your desire is just money, it's just never full. You want more and more and more, and it's a never-ending story. Value is primary. Transaction is secondary. We stop bringing harm to people. And these small changes, they actually show how you can change the world and start living from the new perspective of light. Once we start doing those changes in ours, you will see how those changes start happening around you. Hello, beautiful souls. So today we will be speaking about two topics. One is value, second one is transaction. So value versus transaction. Do you remember in one of our previous classes we've been talking about energy? So when we understand that energy, which was opened up by Albert Einstein, this formula, energy equals mass times speed of light squared. If we know it, we will understand that this is a condensed energy, what I am holding right now in here. And if this is energy, and the energy is given to us by God, by the creator of all creators, universe of all universes, light of all lights, whatever you call it, we will understand that each and everything in this universe, including this, is so valuable. So in the beginning, even if you came here with lots of traumatic experiences in your family, you will realize that all these are just traumatic experiences. This was the past. You hold over the past, but you are so damn valuable. You are valuable just because you exist. There is so much energy stored into you right now because you exist here. Because of your existence, you are truly valuable. You are here a condensed energy, literally into this body. And then all these nonsense about lack of value and all these nonsense about the transactional approach to life will disappear. Now, when we are locked into our mind, we are super transactional. It is so called, hey, I give you this, I expect this. Or I want to give this, but I expect this even more. And all the books in the libraries, usually in the bookstores, sometimes they hook the mind with how to get more from these negotiations, how to get more from this or this, how to get, and everything is around getting, not anything about giving, truly giving, nourishing and nurturing. It's all only about that femininity, which is not truly respected today in this world. That's why we really have to rise our feminine aspect today to provide, to give, to nurture. All right? We've been getting so much. We were forgetting who we truly are. Now we have to forgive ourselves and come back to the spirit of our creation, the spirit, the true, playful, joyful spirit for whom everything is enough. He already came as enough being. Remember, if you have holes in your wallet, no matter how much you pour water into that wallet, let's imagine this is a box, right? Our sacred box for our cards. But let's say there are certain holes here. I created holes. So no matter how much money I put here, will actually this money be pulled out of that box? So if you have holes in your wallet, does it matter how much money you put in your wallet? In fact, the heavier your wallet is, the more hole will be created there, and the more you will want even more and more and more, because the hole is bigger and all what you put there is actually thrown away from this wallet because the hole became much bigger. Do you remember this Lion the King, this beautiful Disney cartoon? And I remember there were those hyenas there. One of the interesting phrases what one of those leaders of those hyenas told to Scar before his death. Do you remember that? It is a very interesting phrase. When Scar betrayed them and she told him before his death, when they surrounded, all the hyenas surrounded that Scar. And Scar, it's very interesting to watch this movie from the perspective of mind. If Scar is representing the mind, it's always so-called manipulative, right? And it's using using everyone around him. That is a very interesting perspective to watch that movie from mind perspective when it is represented by Scar and Mufasa is representing the spirit of all creation. And then Simba, who is just the fool, he's learning along the game, right? So it is going in between Scar and Mufasa all his life. So finally he chooses Mufasa, everything is well, and his life gets into place. But again, coming back to what the leader of hyenas told, she said to Scar, remember, my belly is never full. And those hyenas think, what if they represented desires? So the belly of desires is never full. So if you are here, the puppet of this creation, and your desire is just money, or your desire is, let's say, something other material, I want a castle, I want Ferrari, I don't know what you want, something super material here, then what's happening is it's just never full. You want more and more and more, and it's a never-ending story. It's a never-ending story. So I really, really urge you to rewatch that beautiful movie from the perspective of mind and spirit. Mind represented by Scar and spirit represented by Mufasa. Those who have done the script of that movie, I believe so, they were geniuses. And if you start watching that movie from that perspective, it is amazing. It is a beautiful new understanding of what is spirit and the mind. But coming back to value and transaction, right? So when you start seeing it all, what is value? That there is a ton of value just in one card. Then there is a ton of value in me. Oh, there is a ton of value in this pen. Don't believe me? Just figure out what's the speed of light and look at that formula. Energy equals, let me write it for you here. Energy equals mass times speed of light quadrant. Okay? So energy equals mass times speed of light quadrant. Speed of light is the constant value, and it is millions, I think it is billions even, of kilometers per second. So it is very, very important to understand that. And then we understand the concept of value. And then we understand how valuable I am. Then I can see value in others. And then guess what? Value is primary. Transaction is secondary. If you see someone is super transactional, you teach them with providing value to them. How can you on your level provide value, you ask me? Well, you love the course. You can leave the greatest testimonial ever. It is your value which you can give here on top of what you paid for the course. So it is so much more value. You give back value. Do you see? Like, it's a simple example. You bought some product. Oh, I love it. So instead of going to the mind, I don't like it, or forgetting about leaving a beautiful review, you leave it. You leave a wonderful review. Or in case if it's a minor thing there, you, instead of writing something ugly on the wall, let's say in Amazon or somewhere, do you know how those sellers are suffering when, let's say, it's a minor distraction in their product and you write, let's say, because of the mind, because of your bad mood, we write something ugly on their wall. It's lots of distraction for the business. And when we know that that's what's happening, then we stop it within us. We stop bringing harm to people. We stop bringing harm to businesses. But no, they have to suffer consequences. Contact the company directly. Ask them for refund. Explain the situation. Try to figure out what happened before actually going and putting ugly stuff onto the wall, because all these ugliness and foolishness comes from the mind. And these small changes, they actually show how you can change the world and start living from the new perspective of light. From the new perspective of light. Once we start doing those changes in ours, you will see how those changes start happening around you. So I really, really want to give you that concept right now, and I want to leave you contemplating it. Please live with this during this week. Keep using this card with the active meditation, saying I am valuable, and using that active meditation, retrieving the symbols and writing down the associations nearby each and every symbol in your tarot journal, and share with me your observations. What happened with you during this week? Thank you so much, and wishing you an amazing day.